back to Dealer EX TV. He's the real dude. To understand what I'm about to tell you, you need to do this. You need to believe in the impossible. Can you do that? What's going on, guys? It's your boy Daily Reacts TV here. Today I'm going to start off the 3 seasons with the first 2 seasons that I've already watched of The Flash. We're going to start with Season 7 right now. So basically, Season 7 sets right after the events of Season 6, directly to where we got the Mirror Master, and then we start with other villains, and then we directly head to Godspeed, where Barry and his daughter and now son Bart Allen, we'll get to him in a sec, have to deal with Godspeed and do everything they can to stop Godspeed. And I think it's a great premise. It's a good season. Now, I will be honest, I was a little bit exposition, I don't know how to really say it right, exposition about getting into Season 7 of The Flash, particularly after Season 6, which I thought was okay, but Season 7 was actually really decent. I was not expecting to like it. I was also not expecting to hate it. More on Season 8. But I really do want to say they did keep the expectation better. And the suit that Grant Gustin wears in the season throughout the rest of the series, yes, we're almost to Season 9. I haven't even watched the season yet, but I'm getting this video prepared for that season. And then once I finish watching that season, we're going to have something at the end, and then you're going to have the ending scene for the Season 9, the final episode of The Flash. But I really want to say, though, too, like, Season 7 caught me off guard at some moments where I legit tear up a lot, and that's a great thing that starts off. Because I like to say, when I watch The Flash every time, I cry. It's not a joke. Like, Season 7 is a bit over the... It's not over the top, but it's sad. Like, there's moments when you watch this season, especially watching the show now as a 21-year-old, it's still entertaining. It still has its expectation. I still like what they were doing with the characters. Now, I do have 3 problems with this season particularly. One is Bart Allen. He's not as energetic, as entertaining as Nora was from Season 5, but I was just a little bit bored of Bart. I thought he was just... I don't know, I don't like the actor. I still will say this. It's back when I was talking about the series and why it was hated on, I said that he wasn't a good actor. He's just stuck with... He needs to stick with Brock. Even with his singing, it's just not entertaining. And when you see him in the show, and you see him grow as a character, I didn't really care for him as much. But I still like what they were trying to do. Anyways, yeah, let's start with Season 8. Now, Season 8. And then we'll stop for a little bit, and then I'm going to start Season 9, and then I'm going to get back to the normal routine. Season 8 is a bit different than Season 7. The first half is good. The rest of the half, Jesus. They rushed it, it felt like. But the basic plot of this season basically is that Barry in the first half has to deal with Armageddon, where he has to prove himself to another, I guess it's an alien kind of character called, what's his name, Galactus or something like that. I'll look it up. but basically has to prove himself, and then we find out in the other timeline that Eobard Thawne, the Reverse Flash, has changed it, and basically made Reverse Flashpoint, where Barry's the Reverse Flash, and Thawne is the Reverse Flash. Technically just doing the whole Flashpoint paradox again, except with Eobard Thawne. And basically also the rest of, like, the middle of the half is dealing with Deathstorm. Yeah, Deathstorm. More on that later, and then the rest of the half, I don't even know. So, yeah, this series has been dealing with a lot of expectations. I will say the good of all of it is the beginning and the middle. I don't like the ending, which we'll get into in a sec. I do like the Armageddon story. I know a lot of people hate the Armageddon story. I get that, but, like, there was moments watching the Armageddon story where I actually was really entertained. Anyways, like I was saying before I got interrupted again, but it's for a good circumstance. I can't even talk today. I got off of work, as you guys could tell, but like I had to do this quick part of the videos, so like when I get prepared for season 9, I don't have to record the rest of these two as well. But like I said, the Armageddon story is really well done. I have a problem with the Armageddon story, which we'll get into a little bit, but I thought it was really entertaining how they left out the cliffhangers, and they also hinted that certain parts is happening. Like, for example, Joe being dead. I did not expect that at all. I didn't expect Joe to be dead in a certain timeline, and Barry freaks out, and they all think he's crazy. They all thought he's going insane. I really liked that. I really dug that. I like Joe's character and all, but I felt like Joe was sidelined in the rest of the series ever since after, I believe, season 4 or 5. But other than that, like, I'm glad. I really dug that, and it was great to see Joe come back after Armageddon. Well, Reverse Flashpoint. And the whole twist that it's negative tachyons, which I already knew it was Reverse Flash. Like, I know Eobard Thawne a lot more after watching the show constantly. Like, each season, I'm like, I'm ready to go. I know it's the Reverse Flash. Like, it's that easy to guess. And to see Grant Gustin in that Reverse Flash suit, you sold me on that. I'm sorry, you sold me on that. He looks better in that than Reverse Flash himself. That's just me. And I would also like to say, middle half, yeah, a bit of it dragged down, but I really like what they were doing with the Deathstorm scenario story. And I don't know Deathstorm as much, so you guys can tell me in the comments below a little bit about Deathstorm. But what I heard from the show is that Deathstorm tries to take the interaction of a person, and that is Ronnie from Season 1, who is the original Firestorm before Jackson took over, and then him and Stein went with the Legends, and then now we know Stein is dead, but still. So, Ronnie died, but really his mind goes into Deathstorm. That's basically what they're trying to tell us in this season, and they develop it very well. And Caitlin got on my nerves, which we'll get into, about Ronnie saying he's still alive, my husband's still alive, I love him so much, and we say memories of Ronnie, but like I never really got to it. I really like how they developed the Deathstorm story a little bit more right after Armageddon. It was actually really interesting, and it made one of the great episodes of this series, which was the part where Barry is trying to prove this ex-con metahuman who has fire in his hands. I don't remember his name. It was innocent, and he was, but none of the team would believe him, but Barry knew he was innocent. That's why I like Barry Allen, because me and him have something in common. We stick what we think in our guts. That makes no sense. But anyways, like I was saying, Season 8 has like a good quality start and middle. Too bad about its ending. Let's talk about it right now, the problems. The last 4 episodes sucked. Literally sucked. And they had this whole premise where the negative gods basically took over the negative Speed Force, including taking over the gods that we know from Season 7 through... Yeah, Season 7. Like, that was the middle part, I believe. I don't know. It's been a while. Not a while, but still. Anyway, no, they were in Season 6. Never mind. Okay. Okay, now I'm remembering. See, I get some good memories, but the rest of the... We have a good Eobard Thawne. I would have loved to see him developed. You remember that scene I reacted to where Thawne... And he ripped off his skin and it turns into the Thawne we know him as. I would have liked it more if they developed it pretty well. And here's the thing. One of the episodes made me... These episodes made me so frustrated. Like, I was home alone watching these episodes, and I flipped out. I started cursing. I started being like, why is this happening? Why did you guys do this? You would have developed it very well, and it just dragged down. Holy crap. The last... and they also focus on another speedster besides Thawne, and Barry has to train her. But they had a whole different episode set where Barry goes to the island where Oliver got stuck in, and he put Slade there. But Barry put Thawne there because he took Thawne's speed away during Armageddon. And like bits and pieces of the episode you are with Barry and Thawne talking about the other speedster, and then the next one we're with this boring character that I don't give a crap about. And that was the worst episode out of the other episodes. And then they have the after credit where we revealed who the new speedster is, and I was like, that could have been a whole episode itself, but no, you just had to throw that out there. You had to do that. So yeah, last 4 episodes sucked. And also, the whole episode where Barry's the Reverse Flash I really liked, but when you get to the Team Flash moment, I don't care. I want to see Barry succeed and get home. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Season 8. I will see you guys when I do Season 9, and then we'll be finished off. We get a special ending, and then we'll also get that scene at the end, like as always. Alright. I just got finished watching the final season of The Flash. Let me just say, this was a great epic conclusion to a already great series. And one of the things that I really like about this season, that I'm very proud that they did, and I'm very happy they did this too, was because it was missing that spark of how much excitement that I wanted, how much excitement that I've been craving. One of the things that I would say about the other seasons that really like dragged down and then kind of made me go like, really, I don't want this, is that the excitement that I never really got excited for each season. Like season 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, I was never really excited. With season 1 through 3, I was very excited to see what happens next, and I was theorizing. This season did it very particularly well done. It was very well developed, and 2 of my favorite episodes are in this season. And I really love what they were doing with this season. By the way, it is very late at night, and I'm trying my best to keep my voice down and do this review for you guys. So if you guys are wondering why the next clip is going to start it off, you'll know why. Anyways, it has a very compelling, great story. One of my things I want to talk about is that this season has the greatest episode. You know, in season 1 of The Flash, Barry goes back in time to try to save his mom, but really he doesn't. He stops himself. And you know the scene where she's like, Nora Allen was just like, you look just like my father. And she recognized him. And I was like thinking that again. I was like watching this particular episode, after thinking about it, I was like, wait, why did she say that? How does she recognize him? I know now. There's an episode in this season where Barry gets stuck back in time to the early 2000s, but on the particular day and night that Nora Allen, Barry Allen's mother, was murdered. Yes, Barry Allen from our time is that Barry Allen we saw fighting the Reverse Flash that night when Barry's mother was murdered. He was the one that stand there and did this and said, no, don't do it. Don't prevent the timeline. That is our Barry Allen, the one that we saw grow from season 1 all the way to this season. And it shows because and it's one of my favorite episodes because Barry finally gets to heal a wound that he had throughout the series with his mother's murder. And also the wound that he felt that would never be healed. Because this episode gives him it got him a chance to finally see his parents alive and see how much they love Barry. And I thought that was a very well executed part of the series. Very well executed part to lead up to that moment. Because the plan that Thawne had, he told us this in the season 1 finale, but I'm going to say it anyways. The plan that Thawne had was to kill Barry. he was gonna kill Barry because he hated Barry Allen from his timeline, 2049 or 39 or 49. I don't know what year Nora was born. Nora was like an adult, but you know, and it shows like how much Thawne really hated him in this episode. And yeah, it's the original face of Thawne before he turns into Harrison Wells, which I wasn't used to after the final 2 episodes I've watched of season 8. I was like, okay, I'm glad that he's back with that. I felt like it was weird to have a good Thawne. Anyways, but yeah, that was the plan, and it's just like that whole episode, the whole segment was just very well executed. The finale was very well executed. They brought back a character that died in the first season, Eddie Thawne, Eobard Thawne's relative, great-great-grandson. And Eddie turns into an evil speedster, but Barry wants to help him, like, of course, Barry Allen always does. And by the way, the final episode, there is a scene in the final episode where Barry yells at the whole team of Team Flash that are left, like, that are outside doing things. And you could tell by the performance by Grant Gustin that that was his most powerful performance. Like, I can't believe how well done that performance was. And it literally kept me on the edge of my seat. I'm like, that was one of the best performances Grant Gustin did in this entire show. And I'm very, very glad that Grant Gustin, the guy who plays Barry Allen himself, did a fantastic job to keep the story and this character alive. And also, we gotta talk about the Stephen Amell finally coming back as the Green Arrow one last time in an episode, which, by the way, was one of the best episodes I've watched in a very, very long time from Stephen Amell's show Arrow and, of course, The Flash. That show made me over and emotional, along with the episode with his parents alive and everything. It's just that the fact that seeing Stephen Amell back as the Green Arrow again was just one of the best performances. And yeah, season 9 is a great conclusion to a great series. Now let's get to the scores of the other seasons. Season 7, I let it sink in a little bit, but I'm not going to give a lower score than season 8. So season 7 is going to get an actual 7 out of 10. It was a great way to can start off something fresh after the pandemic, but really it just swelled down, it dragged down. Bart Allen wasn't really an interesting character. Season 8, the first two parts of the seasons, like beginning and middle, were good. The ending half sucked, which is why I'm giving it a slower score because of my love of the series. I am giving The Flash Season 8 a well-deserved 4 out of 10. It wasn't like a 3 or 2, I think I gave season 4. 4 out of 10. Weakest season. I think it's like the second weakest season of the series. And finally, the final season of The Flash. I'm giving it a well-deserved 10 out of 10. I was so excited. I was theorizing everything, and I was also always overhyped. And the red speedster, that's Batgirl from another universe. That's supposed to be Batman from the comics, but it's Batgirl because CW. Great aspect. I haven't gotten so hyped for a long time in this series. Now I'll see you guys in another clip of this video, and you know why. Since we finished the 9 seasons of The Flash, I think it would be a bittersweet thing to do for this amazing series, in my opinion. My siblings hate it. That's why I'm wearing my Star Labs t-shirt. Anyways, Deja is going to pour 9 buckets of water on me. 1, to get payback from me, and 2, to help me with the celebration of the series. So,
am I getting paid for this?
No. Let's get this started, guys. For this. All right. Before you pump, I'm gonna say a couple things before each bucket, but this one's going to season 1 for starting off a great franchise. All right, go ahead, Dave.
I love doing this to you.
Okay. It got over my shirt too. I'm allowing Deja to wear it because she can't get bleach on her Subway shirt. Anyways, the second bucket, fill that up right now. It's freezing already. Holy crap! Oh my god. Okay, the second bucket is going to the second season of The Flash for raising one of the greatest villains of all time. Just do it. Oh my god!
sorry. I told you if you should go with someone.
Third bucket is going to the third season for Grant Gustin's best performance, not only as Barry Allen from what we know him as, but as Salvatore. Alright, go ahead.
Wait, put your head down.
My head is down! Oh my god. The fourth bucket is going to the worst season. Just get it over with. I have nothing to say because the fourth season sucks. Alright, go ahead. The fifth bucket is going to the fifth season for introducing Nora Allen, Barry Allen's daughter. By the way, who I also had a crush on when I was young. Whoa!
Hey, Bodie. How cold is it?
Very cold. Alright. This
Deja.
bucket is going to season
Come here.
6. This bucket is going to season 6 for one quarantine hitting and messing it up at first, but for Crisis.
Crisis.
On Infinite Earth. Just bring it.
You
I'm
look-
already sick and tired of this, but I'm doing this for you guys.
fat.
Come on, buddy.
This bucket is going to season 7.
Okay, come on, 2 more.
Really? I didn't know that either until the show.
Bodie, you look very fat today.
Alright. This next bucket before we get to the last one. Before I do that. Had to. This bucket is going to season 8 for the first 2 half. I can't talk about the last bit because I hate the last bit. Oh! Hey, bring it here real quick. So for the last one, Alyssa and Deja brought this in mind. Since this is the final season,
We're gonna dump ice on him.
ice water.
Because it's fun, guys.
So fill it up. Now, I'm gonna go very big on this one. Season 9, thank you guys so much for bringing back the hype and everything else and bringing back Steve and Amel. This is for you guys. Alright.
No.
Go.
Make sure you like and subscribe, turn on the notification, all the links in the description to my gaming channel, my new channel with Tyler called Tyler and Bodie, my Discord server, my Instagram, and my TikTok. Thank you guys so much for waiting this long. I know it's late. And as the Speed Force goes on, you guys take care. Goodbye, Barry Allen.
It's okay, I got her.
I think she likes the sound of your voice. Maybe try talking to her.
Hey. You want to hear a story? Okay, but before I start, I need you to do something first. I need you to stop crying. And I need you to believe in the impossible. Can you do that? Good. Your dad is fast. Faster than the speed of sound. And the faster I go, the more the world slows down. But it wasn't always easy. When I was a kid, I lost the people I cared about most. I won't let that happen to you. That's why your mom and I, we need to do something impossible.
Our family has been blessed with these amazing gifts. Maybe that speed shouldn't just belong to us anymore. My friend Oliver said that the lightning chose me. Well, now, I'm gonna do the choosing. My name's Barry Allen. But their names,
I just had some car trouble this morning. No, I don't own a car. Yeah, I'll be right there.
are Avery Hope,
Time to go home.
Max Mercury,
not?
Jess Chambers.
Cool.
Maybe if we share a piece of ourselves, we can break out of our old cycles of violence and pain.
Create a new world for you, Nora. A better one.
One where we can coexist. All of us. Together. A world where nothing has to be impossible. As long as we believe in it.